Did you adjust my chair before?
No.
Okay, it just seems like it's in a pretty perfect
Oh, I put
spot.
it there. Yeah, I put it right there.
Yeah. Sarah Jane Adventures. We're watching another which is one story.
Yeah. I like this format. I really do. I think it's really great, actually.
It works.
Yeah, I just think that the storytelling, it's slightly longer, I guess, than the average Doctor Who episode. One story.
Slightly, yeah.
And you get a cliffhanger. Love the cliffhangers.
But let's find out what's going on with this one. After the introduction, of course.
And it's time to things way beyond your imagination. Her son, a genetically engineered boy genius,
Is it?
girl investigator across the road.
They need to edit that.
Well, they did change it slightly. In last seasons, it was a genetically engineered boy genius in the attic. I guess they changed it because he's not there anymore. He's not in the attic.
No.
He's gone from the attic.
He's still going to be on, like, video call, though.
Well, he was, wasn't he?
No, because
Oh!
I it says that. He doesn't work.
What? Oh. Okay. Not heard from them in some time.
The Doctor is dead.
Don't be stupid.
He can't be. Last Sunday at 1700 hours, he's dead.
That's really concerning, yeah. Yeah. So this is after what we have just seen.
We're watching correctly, yes.
Okay. In that case, my goodness, didn't go well after that ending, even though the ending was actually
The Doctor was found
not a bad one.
like you. We'll be using Unit Base 5 situated inside Mount Snowdon. We can arrange transport and accommodation for
We
you.
could have gone to Unit Base 5 while we were there.
Star were lost in the depths of dark ages. I know. But I didn't feel a thing.
Oh.
I know, Mum, but it doesn't actually mean it. And my nice big posh motor. Did you see that? Static electricity.
But is it ordinary static electricity? Oh, whoa!
Yeah, we missed that.
Yeah, we drove down a different road. It's almost like a painting.
Probably is, you know.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Brigadier's stranded in Peru and Bishop won't make it back from Moonbase until Sunday.
You've got a moon base. Oh man, I am running out of reactions.
We've seen so much already.
You've got Grask. What are you doing with
Oh.
Doctor's body into space, sealed inside a lead-lined coffin.
Ah, yeah.
Never
So
been
they,
set free.
in theory, have it.
I'm sorry. I think he regenerated. The last time I saw him, he didn't say a word. He
Yeah.
said things.
It's true. Right. For those just joining us, a classic companion has returned. It's Joe Grant.
So yeah, we
My
probably
goodness.
literally just got the audio for the first bit of this
Right.
because the video's all messed up. But I think we can salvage the sound. We really need to get a better camera. But yeah, we've got literally Joe has just walked in,
Yeah.
and then my laptop decided it just didn't want to do anything anymore.
Yeah. So.
Sorry. I'm making an awful lot of noise, aren't I? There is this tribe.
Well, we've never actually met, but it's Joe Grant.
How? It's Joe Jones since I got married.
I don't know
Ah,
just
yeah,
after
of
you
course.
You must be Sarah Jane Smith. Oh, darling.
So they might as well know each other.
You right? Yeah, my name's Santiago.
Wow, good name.
Yeah, it's where I was born, in a caravan at the foothills of the Andes. Well, they should have called you Andy. With respect.
Oh, they used to tell so many stories about you. Those soldier boys. Ooh.
Have they continued the proceedings? Or are they still waiting?
Oh,
I don't know.
yes. He's picketing an oil rig in the centre.
Nah, this is great though.
Oh, how about you, sweetie?
Oh, I've got a son. He's called Luke. He's just gone to university. No dad on the picture.
Okay, this is
Great
just
idea. Good on you,
just a
girl.
catch up.
Who came back? The doctor? Yeah. Recently? Even if he was as far away as Metabolus 3 that I'd feel it. You know, in my heart.
And they're still talking
But
too.
I thought that I didn't feel a thing.
Should be like a back and forth.
Mommy, I think she's still alive.
Mm.
We need to make a list because we need to work out who'd faked the doctor's death and why.
Okay, here we go.
Please,
I went to Peladon
you never did.
with the great beast Agador.
Same planet. Oh, that's
And the annoying Alpha Centauri.
Laters.
Yeah, that's true. They both had a Peladon story.
Pull me up and dissect me. Oh, what do you mean it's happening again?
So now,
What do you know about this stuff?
Closer and closer.
Oh, come back here, blue boy. It's like a mouse.
too slow.
Surround them with song, tempt them with days long past. The memories must grow if we are to succeed.
to this planet once called Carfel, and they had a leisure garden.
Carfel is
Sing. He took me to
Time
visit
Lash?
Time Lash.
San Martino.
Well, there's a picture.
There was a
of...
picture.
That's such a good joke. I love it. That's so niche. I think that's Time Lash.
Well,
Deeper the sleep.
I mean, they knew Joe Grant, I guess. So,
Back up, we have to get out of here.
yes, you definitely do. Oh no. Oh, I thought they were actually going to crawl through. Then. We've never had two companions just working together without the Doctor. Like,
They're lying through their beaks. They want you and
Like-
Joe. This whole thing's a trap.
The doctor's still alive.
Of course I'm still alive, Joe. I'd have thought that was obvious. Catch up.
what?
What, lost their pals in life?
All of that. Oh no. And I spoke too soon, maybe.
That's not my hand. My hand's not white.
What is happening? What? Clyde!
Hello, everyone.
Who are you? Where's Clyde?
Come on, Ronnie. You
I wanna know that
God knows
too.
what paper.
Oh my goodness.
Whoever you are, that's the doctor.
What doctor? The doctor? My doctor?
Anyone who can
Change his face. I know. Into a baby's.
Boy, imagine from my point of view, last time I saw you, Joe Grant, you were what, 21, 22? It's like someone begged you. Everyone, meanwhile. Yes.
Yeah,
your Shang-Chi
they've,
filming
yeah,
seriously.
made
I've
them
been
angry.
looking for you.
Though I can rectify this immediately.
Well, maybe you shouldn't.
Rest in peace.
And there we go. That does it. That does it. That does it.
Sorry, Jamie, we still haven't. In answer to your question,
Haven't.
had a story where two companions
Oh.
have been working without the Doctor.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well,
I think we managed to preserve most of the important bits of that reaction. Maybe
I guess.
we've got the sound, which is probably okay
Yeah, you'll hear that.
for the first bit.
Yeah, but more so importantly, there's all this stuff going on.
More importantly,
Yeah.
Matt Smith in the Sarah Jane Adventures.
Yes,
You
that's
love
right.
Doctor.
First appearance. Yeah, it really is a mix of old and new, isn't it?
I know there's so many. Like you can tell that this is written by someone who just knows and loves their Doctor Who, right?
Oh, like a good third of the dialogue has been references. So, yeah, but yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, the fact that they were like made to have all those memories. It's almost like they were just kind of reciting
Yeah,
the words. Yeah,
and of course the Shang-Chi are sort of inducing that. So it's a villain that is
it's
feeding
using
off
the memories of the Doctor.
Yeah.
To, yeah.
the nostalgia. They eat nostalgia. I don't know.
No, I'm kind of thinking that. It gave me some. I don't know. It kind of made me think. Oh, is it something to do with that? I don't know.
Carful is.
Awful.
Yeah, it is indeed Time Lash.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, we got to see a picture of Joe Grant.
Yeah.
For no
Because of course in the series they hardly actually go to any other planets when it's Joe, because they're mostly on Earth.
Yeah.
Peladon is one of the few. What are the others? What other planets does she actually go to? The one in Planet of the Daleks. Can't remember what it's called. That one.
That was a planet, so...
Yeah, I can't remember what it was called.
You can't remember what the Planet of the Daleks was?
No.
Okay. And it wasn't Skaro.
It was not Skaro, no.
Right, okay. Yeah, I'm not too sure, because it took a bit of time to get there. Yeah, Peladon, Curse of Peladon is the one I remember.
Yeah. Frontier in Space, can't remember the name of the planet in that either.
Yeah, but that was entirely off Earth.
Not Frontier in Space. Colony in Space. Frontier in Space doesn't... Oh, it does a little bit. Planet of the Ogrons at the end.
Oh, it's confusing, isn't it? Frontier in Space, Colony in Space.
Colony in Space is entirely on a different planet.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
But yes, but also, speaking about this episode, yeah, it's getting me thinking, yeah, what are the funeral organisers doing?
Yeah.
You know, why would they fake a funeral for the Doctor? So, yeah, I'll go and think about the possibilities while you line up the next episode.
Okay. I was also thinking, actually, that episode there dealt with grief as well a lot. Once again, like another example of the Sarah Jane Adventures dealing with a hard topic way better than the main show.
You know what? Yeah, before Joe appeared, I was actually thinking that it was doing an interesting depiction of that, and maybe we'll get more into it. We'll see. Yeah, so more stuff confirmed.
There's a funeral in conjunction with the Shanshis.
Shanshis.
How did this Grosk know? We don't know.
And where's that as well?
So interestingly, of course, this is also Russell T Davies writing for Matt Smith.
Didn't think of that.
No.
Oh, I wouldn't have. Death of the Doctor. Ah. Oh. Ah. We can talk about it later. Yes, I'm not dead. Yeah.
Prepare this room for the coalescence.
Yeah, so I guess there was just nothing in there then. Oh! That's not nothing.
Explore, because I'm travelling with Amy now and Rory. They got married, so they took them off at a honeymoon planet, which isn't what you think. It's not a planet for a honeymoon, it's a planet on a honeymoon. It married an asteroid.
Amy left you because I got married.
Well, times change.
Did you think I was stupid?
But the last time I was dying, I looked back on all of you, every single one.
It really is you. Isn't it?
Well, if you didn't think so before, you definitely know it.
Pizza! Go!
What? I thought you had a plan!
Shanty's too scary. We hide.
Okay.
Paraguay and Mount Everest? Dude, you just sapped into another planet. Yeah, that was pretty cool. What's that? What's happening?
Trapped.
Now,
Yeah, you gotta pick where you hide well, otherwise you'll get caught out.
Where are you?
Bit far away.
There. Ah! Ventilation shaft! That takes me back. Forwards.
Ark in Space, go through the vents, where Sarah Jane had to pull all the way through the wall.
Oh, I think I remember that, yeah. Oh, no! Darn it! Oh, no.
Release!
Hey,
Blimey! Wait, because I thought the eyes were staying the same. Can you change colour?
never thought of that.
No, I can be anything. And is there a limit? I mean, how many times can you change? 507. Oh?
What? Again, Doctor Who's not really one for consistency.
We will have access to the
The
TARDIS.
TARDIS never changes like the key style.
I guess not. Well, it does actually.
Well,
sure.
I don't know.
Damn,
That's
we
kind of
thought.
harsh.
Can you imagine if they got a key and it didn't fit?
Yeah, right? That's...
Think of the key.
I'm just gonna try not to think of the key. No. Think of literally anything else from the Adventures. Like, all the times the TARDIS wasn't in there. Ah.
What are we doing? I want you to remember everything, every single day with me, every single second.
Yeah, that's...
Accept every terror, every joy, every doctor, every day.
It's a lot of memories. Doctor Who's happening.
Doctor Who literally saves the day, like the show.
Now remembering classic Sarah Jane Adventures. It just has self-destruct built in. Oh no.
Listen, my funeral, don't you see? It's my funeral.
I'm coming.
Hey, we finally get to Final Timber. It's probably not. Well, I'm glad that, yeah, they actually had a use. Whoa!
The Mona Lisa.
Which
Well, you
one?
see-
Now then, Smith and Jones.
Nah, that's a different one.
The coffin was the trap, the coffin was the solution. That soon neat, I could write a thesis. Well, come on then, you two, out you get.
And I'd read it. Oh, that's interesting. Just like activates whenever that happens.
And the wide wind of the high Shanshith nest sends apologies.
Oh.
Get you into trouble with the Time Lords.
What about that?
Probably better go. You know me.
They,
Something to do.
let's say they won't be concerned. We'll see him very soon.
What? Oh. Yes, naturally. Bye. There's lots of J-Grams out there. You know, like the Doctor's old companions.
Mm-hmm.
I do research sometimes. There's a woman called Tegan in Australia fighting for Aboriginal rights. There's Ben and Polly. Oh, I love Harry. He's a doctor. He did such good work with vaccines. He saved thousands of lives. Oh, there's a Dorothy something. She runs that company, a charity.
Yeah.
She's raised billions. Both professors, Ian and Barbara Chesterton. Rumour has it, they've never aged. Not since the 60s. Ironic. He's never going to die, is he?
Suppose not. The death of the Doctor was the complete opposite. Because he lives
Forever.
forever for everyone.
Yeah. Oh god, there's so much. So much. Go on.
Yeah.
Have some time.
Ah, okay.
9. Pink 9. You've gone
Pink, blue, 7.5.
What's blue?
It's like heartwarming,
Ah,
nice.
Okay.
You know.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nostalgic.
You did go for that. Okay, I was thinking about it, but the way I kind of that we had discussed it is that when an episode like feels like something out of classic Who. That's kind of what I interpreted as the nostalgic crap rating. But,
Yes.
But yeah, I do understand why you may have given it that because of.
I think
all
it's
the-
also a theme of the story.
Well, yeah.
Not even just with a lot of references. Those references were actually integral to the plot.
Yes,
The fact that they are
the
even
memories.
there.
Yeah, that's something that I did like about it. Is the fact that the memories themselves were part of the plan.
Yeah.
By the Shanshith. Yeah, to like create an object out of memories. Yeah, that's an interesting. That was a very interesting idea.
Yeah.
On top of all the Doctor Who connections.
Definitely one of my favourite Russell T Davies scripts. It's really good. In fact, I think it is the other stuff around that I'm not so keen on. I think like a lot of the production, I'm not a fan of the costumes of the Shanshith. I'm not a fan of the effects. I'm not a fan of. I think like you said, the visuals of Snowden it looked like a painting. It didn't feel well made.
And yet you've given it an incredibly
because it's such a good script. I really love it, and I love the acting. Obviously,
the entire cast is great in this. Yeah. Oh wow! I never expected Jo Grant to actually come back.
Well, we've seen the
actress in like a lot of behind the scenes stuff and all that.
The Blu-rays are like mini episodes as well. Interestingly and sadly, the Stuart Bevan who plays Professor Jones has died 3 days ago.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
well, rest in peace.
Rest
in peace.
Just.
Gosh.
What timing?
Telling me that now. I mean, wow, that's a whole other conversation we could have about like the Green Death.
I know, right?
Yeah, I mean, gosh, yeah.
And we were so lucky that we got those Blu-ray documentaries and those mini things when we did, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Because he was great, and he was even in the little comedy thing with Mark Gatiss. The Green Death.
Yeah, of course. Of course, right, yeah, sure. Oh, that's a shame. But
they're old, they're all old.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, but I mean... Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit speechless because I wasn't expecting to talk about
but
this.
It ties in because, as this episode says, he'll live on forever in how we remember him in the Green Death, in all of those lovely documentaries and those memories.
Yeah, this episode does feel like one for the fans. It's like it's a tribute to Doctor Who.
Yeah,
it's what it is. In the form of an episode of Sarah Jane Adventures. It feels like you're checking in with everybody, even the people that aren't actually there, like all the companions, like Ben and Polly and Jim and all that.
You caught the Ace one.
Yeah, because of the Dorothy.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, it definitely works because we've been through the whole thing, and we've we've been on this journey, so this feels more impactful.
Yeah.
Because we've not lived through it. We've seen everything that they're talking about, so it all makes sense to us.
Absolutely. And actually, there's a trailer that we didn't watch, I think, for the Blu-rays where I think it's for season 26, the Ace one, where it is Ace working for this charity that was mentioned here.
Okay.
So I love that all of these things just connect together. And I'll probably send you this. There was a short story written by Russell T Davies, I think, during the lockdown. They did a lot of lockdown stuff. That sort of builds on this as well. I think it's Sarah Jane's funeral, because Sladen is also now not with us. God, that's so depressing.
Yeah.
But I think it's based around that, and it sort of builds on a lot of. It's almost a sequel to this in a way as well.
Right. Sure. Gosh, I mean, I'm just trying to think. Because that was really the main thing about this episode is the Doctor Who legacy.
Yeah.
Which is, it works, but it also means that is kind of the strength of the episode is kind of dependent on you. Like how invested you are in the show.
And well, I would hope that you would be if you're watching this.
Yes, I am, and we both are.
Not you specifically, but everybody who was watching this episode. If you've got to this far in the spin-off of the main show, you're probably quite invested in the main show. I would think.
Well, maybe. But I mean, it was on CBBC. There might have been some kind of young people who maybe didn't know as much, but still.
Certainly for me at this point, I probably was more familiar with the classic series than the new series. I was probably just starting to get back into the new series around this time, having not really watched it a whole lot, going out live at least. Before 2010. I did watch it, but just not as ridiculously as I do.
No, that is another interesting thing, is that your love of Doctor Who specifically was quite a few years later, like kind of
It wasn't with the new series, yes.
Oh,
I think you're right. But I loved it before that, but I loved like the Pertwee era and the Tom Baker stories and the Hartnell stories that we had.
Right, okay. Yeah, but I mean, there did come a point where you started really getting into
the new ones as well. Probably around this sort of time.
Yeah. Okay, well...
With Series 5 and Matt Smith.
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's another conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, this... yeah, I mean... And yeah, obviously learning more about Jo specifically and what she's been up to. Yeah,
since 1970, whatever.
Yeah, all the adventures. Yeah,
3, 4. Yeah.
Yeah, and Santiago as well, who for a minute I thought was gonna join. Right,
join,
yeah,
like Luke's replacement.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really interesting.
I got a little sense at the end, but
that actor playing Santiago, I want to say he's become like a big Hollywood star since. I couldn't tell you what he was though. He was maybe in some like Marvel movies or something. Not that I've seen any.
I guess you're looking at.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, I didn't particularly recognize him, but maybe.
Finn Jones. He's been like Game of Thrones.
Oh. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, a bunch of Marvel Netflix series.
I wouldn't know then. Okay. I don't know him then. But, hey, good
He did this first. He played Santiago, Jo Jones' granddaughter.
That's
what we'll always know him for. Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh, I'm really trying to think more things to say, but I think we have basically covered it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just it was just an enjoyable episode anyway. You know, it was still it was fast paced. There was plenty going on. Plenty of action and I think definitely though the Doctor Who, as I said before, the Doctor Who legacy is what kind of makes it what it is.
You know me, I love my strong themes. When an episode really takes a theme and explores it really, really well, I think this does that, and I love it.
Yeah, well, I guess the whole grief aspect specifically was kind of shifted more towards just general memory. I wasn't too sure how. Yeah, I think that was slightly sidelined. Maybe?
It's not grief so much as how would you remember a thing that's gone, or a thing that is in your past.
Yeah, I guess that makes more sense. But I did find it a bit. Yeah, I did feel that it had a little bit of a shift partway through.
A tiny one once you realise he's not actually dead. You move away from how do you deal with actual real grief to
just memory generally. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah,
halfway through the series.
Right. Okay. Well, in that case, we've still got more to watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see you for that.
Yes, we will.
Outro.